The girl had just gotten onto a motorcycle when, in the very next moment, she was suddenly transported to another world. She gained the ability to freely teleport between worlds. Along the way, however, she ran into adventurers and nearly got discovered by a white-haired man. Fortunately, she could always teleport straight back to her own bed. Determined to earn $2 billion, she decided to use her parents' inheritance and her teleportation ability to sell Earth products in the other world. Unfamiliar with local security conditions, she chose to learn self-defense and sought out foreigners to communicate with. Mitsuha had an extraordinary talent for languages and could understand almost any language. In the end, she chose the Langya Private Military Company to learn how to use firearms. Because teleportation required a clear destination, she could only confirm locations through satellite images. On her first attempt, she accidentally teleported into a dumpster and had to walk to the company instead. Thanks to money, she quickly met the person in charge. The manager mistakenly assumed she wanted to learn to use weapons like submachine guns and requested an appraisal of her gold coins. The next day, Mitsuha teleported again, this time into a narrow alley. After reaching the office, the manager told her that each gold coin was worth about $200, meaning she would need roughly 80,000 coins to reach her goal of $2 billion. Mitsuha proposed a new deal, saying she expected to exchange tens of thousands of coins. The manager replied that he only cared about the handling fee, and Mitsuha promised to make it worth his while. In the end, they reached an agreement, and she began learning how to use firearms. They went to the shooting range, where she practiced with a slide-action PK pistol, suitable for personal defense. She tried firing it but failed to hit the target. Without any cheat abilities, she still needed plenty of practice. After returning home, she began searching for products to sell, but pricing became a challenge. Low profit margins and high sales volume left her with little free time, and she didn't want wealth accumulation to become her sole purpose. During the day, she continued training at the shooting range, and at night she researched products. The other world was a feudal society, where bandits and attacks on merchants were common. Mitsuha decided that while protecting herself, she would show no mercy. Eventually, she visited a custom dress shop to prepare outfits for the challenges ahead. With all the necessary items ready, she set off once again for the new world. She tried to meet the Count but was stopped by the guards. By chance, she ran into the Count's son while he was inspecting the territory. Mitsuha decided to create an opportunity to get close to the Count. She set off firecrackers to scare a horse and deliberately let herself be knocked unconscious by the carriage. The Count's attendants brought her back to the estate, and the Count ordered a doctor to be summoned. Mitsuha pretended to regain consciousness and stopped him. The Count assumed she was a noble young lady, and Mitsuha spun a half-true story, saying she had been attacked by wild beasts and rescued by local villagers. Mitsuha praised the guards for doing their duty, earning even more of the Count's admiration. She presented him with a finely crafted folding knife, and the Count expressed his willingness to repay her. Mitsuha said she wished to travel to the royal capital. The Count replied that it was too dangerous at night and suggested she take a carriage the next day. While staying overnight, Mitsuha also won the Count's favor with modern items and even became his adopted goddaughter. The next day, however, Mitsuha had to bid the Count farewell. Reluctant to part with her, the Count arranged for servants to accompany her to the royal capital. She embarked on a new journey, filled with anticipation for the future. In the royal capital, Mitsuha successfully opened a general store. To promote it, she handed out flyers and free samples all over the streets. 2.5 days passed without a single customer, and she considered closing the shop later than usual. Finally, 3 young women entered.